Hi, welcome to episode 46 of the StressKnits podcast. I'm Stacy, also known as Stacy Elston on Instagram and StressKnits on Ravelry. So this is weird. I'm podcasting at night. It's getting dusk, so there's probably gonna be some lighting issues, but Doug's home and it's really weird. I had him put on noise canceling headphones, but it's still weird that he's home. Okay, so I'm taking a break from dyeing. I've been dyeing all day, and I thought I would just put out a quick episode. It's gonna be super fast. I don't really have a lot to show you. But with that, I just want to say thank you to all returning viewers who have stuck with me through all of the craziness, and hi to all new viewers. Did I say that? I don't know. It's been a long day. But thank you so much if you're new and you're checking me out. It really means a lot to me that I just get to share this cool little part of my life with you. So, with that, I will jump into finished objects because I do have one, but I don't have it to show you because it was a present. So one of mine and Doug's friend, well, it's Doug's best friend, but they're my friends too now. Their daughter just turned 1 and we were invited to their birthday party, so I knit a hat for Penelope, and I knit it out of Home Worsted Weight by Barrett Wool Company in the red flannel colorway. I had Doug pick out the yarn and I whipped up this hat in literally like 4 hours. It did not take long. This is the rest of the skein. I did a slightly bigger than a baby, like the smallest size, and between the smallest size and the medium size for the classic cuff beanie for it's by Pearl Soho. It's just a really simple worsted weight beanie. I've used that pattern a million times. I love it. And so yeah, I did this, and then I did a pom-pom for the first time. We actually went to Joann's and I picked up a pom-pom. I used this size. It was perfect. It came with this size, which I wanted to use. Felt like it would be a little obnoxious. I made a very dense pom-pom, which I really like. So I feel like pom-poms are going to be going on a lot of baby things. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, so that was really fun. I'm put that there because it won't make noise. Yeah, so they really liked it, and they're people that would really appreciate handmade things. They're very artsy. He was actually our photographer for our wedding, so I love them, and I'm really glad that I got to do that. So yeah, that actually took up a bit of my time knitting this past week. I haven't really knit a lot. Still trying to get back in the groove, but I do have some progress to show you. So I'll show you stuff that you've seen first. So I did a few rows, nothing to write home about, but I haven't shown this off in a really long time, so I thought I would mention it. Again, sorry about shortness of breath. It's just, pregnancy's weird and I just get out of breath really easily. So so here is my Madewell. I've been inspired because Sue of Legacy Fiber Arts and Legacy Knits podcast and the Periscope. I've been lurking on the Periscope because I've been sleeping in while I'm off of work right now. So I've been sleeping in, and so I just lurk on the replays, and it's great. But this is my Madewell by Hohi Locatelli. This is my Rattle colorway on my squishy sock base. I think that I'm renaming all of my bases without sock in it. I don't know why I did that. In the first place, it's just my squishy base. It's my merino nylon cashmere base, 80-10-10. Yeah, so I'm getting there. This was going to be my Rhinebeck sweater, but like I said, I'm no longer going because baby. And it's too much at that point. So I'm not in a rush to finish this. I'm just really obsessed with the yarn. I really love MCNs for garments. So yeah, this is it. I'm knitting the 3rd or 4th size because I wanted a larger cardigan. Yeah, so I'm knitting them I'm knitting this on a size 4 US. Did I drop? No, I didn't. Okay. Size 4 US signature needles. I'm obsessed with them. I want signatures in every size. They make projects so much better. Yeah, so there is that. I should probably show it like it's a normal thing, but yes, there's that. I am alternating skeins because it's my hand-dyed yarn. I'll show you one of the cakes. So it's my Rattle colorway. It's one of my absolute favorites. Yes. So there is that. Everything is tangled because I just throw things in bags. But this is my fringe supply bag. I love this toffee color. I'm so glad I got it before it's discontinued. And my amazing enamel pins features female and this really cool chick. I love it. So there's my Madewell. I also started a new color on my crochet blanket, which I haven't shown in a really long time. So I thought I would just pull it out. So this is the hook that I'm using. It is a E-hook for 3.5 millimeter. I have no idea what that means. I'm not a crocheter, but it works for me. It's like the Knitter's Pride version. That was just a easy, simple crochet hook, and they were really cheap. I actually got that on my honeymoon in New York. So, pulling some stuff out. Yeah, so this is it so far. I am obsessed. This doesn't have the new color. Okay, so since the last time I showed you, I was wondering where the stitch marker was. This is how far I've gotten. So from this Ice Latte stitch marker, it's my iced coffee stitch marker to me, but from Sucre Miniatures. So from this pink, I don't know if you can tell, the lighting's super weird. This pinky purple, it's Fairy Hair by Feelin Vine up. It's been since the last time you saw it. But where is the new color? I purchased Grim by Feelin Vine, and I just really wanted a strip of black in my blanket. I think it's the most gorgeous black. I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it. So I popped it on there. I'm really happy with it. So yes, I'm just working on that. Intermittently, I did start a new Cozy Memories blanket. It's just one square, but this is kind of my blanket at the moment that I really like. So it's living for now before it gets too big for this bag, but I'm obsessed with this bag, and I want all Rifle Paper Company bags, and I want Laura's bags. This is the Fawn and the Fox, Laura from the Fawn Knits. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's the perfect amount of interfacing. It's just, I love this bag so much. I want like a duffel bag out of it. It'd be great. Yeah, so last episode I talked about how I'm pregnant and due in January, beginning of January, possibly gonna have a baby in December because that's how life works. I'm mentally preparing myself that it's a possibility of having my baby on Christmas and Christmas Eve. I'm mentally preparing myself for that, just because I feel like it would happen. Because I just feel like that's just mine and Doug's life. And it's not like a bad thing or anything. It just, we really don't want a Christmas baby, but if it happens, it happens. Yeah, so I'm like mentally preparing myself that it's probably gonna come towards the end of December, more than likely. Just in case it happens, because I don't like surprises. I don't like not knowing things. And with our due date on the 7th, it is just very likely, especially because of my size. Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm very short, there's not a lot of places for the baby to go. So, yeah. Anyway, I started knitting baby things, and I pulled out a bunch of stuff that I thought would look really cute on the baby. We are finding out the sex of the baby, but we are not telling the world because that's what we want to do. Yeah, so we find out in 2 weeks from today, actually. And we're really excited, and yeah, but for now I'm just knitting with neutrals and stuff that can go for either or, and then I'll start getting into more boy-girl specific patterns when I find out, because there's this pattern, there's a few patterns that I'm just obsessed with, but anyway, there's a pattern by, who is it? I don't know, but it's knit out of Brooklyn Tweed Quarry, and the girls version has a high-low, so it's like high in the front but lower in the back, and then the boys is just a regular like crew neck kind of sweater. So that I really want to knit it, and it's going to be the same color either way, but I just want to know so that when I knit it I don't know. Anyway, I was going to start with an antler cardigan, but I still wasn't, like, I was feeling better, but I wasn't feeling great, and I didn't want to think a lot while I was knitting. I might start it soon, but I don't know. Just knitting cables right now just doesn't sound like fun. Maybe when it gets colder I'll want to knit cables. I'm not really a cabley kind of girl. I don't know. I love stuff with cables on it, but I don't like knitting cables. So anyway, I did a flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. I just have the arms left to do. So, oh, that light is not good. We're gonna hold stuff on this side. Yeah, so this is the, I think I knit the 3-month size. Yeah, it's just a basic thing. I omitted the garter panels on the sleeves because I don't like that look. Yeah, this is, I'm saying a lot. I'm so sorry. I just feel really weird with Doug in the next room. Anyway, this is knit out of Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. I have this, the body of this used almost an entire skein. This is all I have left from my first skein. So that was that. This is the Artifact colorway. Artifact, which is over there. Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. Actually, this is something that Doug purchased from the Ann Arbor Wool Expo that happens the same weekend as Rhinebeck, which we're probably going to go to this year since I'm not going to Rhinebeck. But he purchased this so that I could knit his best friend who lives in Alaska a hat, and I said I'm going to knit a baby sweater out of it and we'll buy Seth more yarn. But anyways, I really love it. I love Brooklyn Tweed. I think it should be fine, especially if it's just going to be a layering piece, like over a onesie. I don't think it's going to be a problem, especially if you knit with Brooklyn Tweed. When you wash it, it gets so soft. Yeah, so that is the flax sweater by Tin Can Knits. I just need to do sleeves. But with that, I have been thinking about how much I want a pullover and a cardigan on the needles at the same time, so that if I get bored with just knitting in the round, I can knit and purl back. So I picked out a skein that I've been obsessed with forever, and it's been languishing in my stash because I just didn't, I wanted to knit a pair of socks out of it, but then my sock mojo went out because I got pregnant and nothing sounded fun anymore. I started wondering why knitting socks wasn't fun, and then I just couldn't look at them, and then I threw them in this room, and here we are. But this is skein from, I think it's Australia. Yeah, Australia. I'm obsessed with skein yarn. Their base is just so soft. It reminds me of hedgehog fibers before they switched bases. I love it. I bought this off of this D-stash, I think, but I'm obsessed with it because of Laura of the Fawn Knits again. She knit a pair of socks out of this colorway. This is the Milky Way colorway on top draw sock, and I'm actually I'm gonna wind this up tonight and start a cardigan. So I'm just obsessed with it. I think this is going to be a super cute, I'm going to do a baby vertebrae out of it. I'll probably do a 3-month size, or I might even do a 6-month size just because it's going to be a lighter weight. And Michigan tends to stay cold until about June, so 6 months should be fine. Yeah, I just think it's the most gorgeous colorway ever. It's mostly blues and it has speckles in it, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. So I think this is going to be my next cast on, baby vertebrae. Oh, who's the... I don't know. But I knit the newborn vertebrae for one of my nieces, and then I knit myself a mama vertebrae, which I never wear because it's out of yarn that I don't like. I knit it out of Cascade 220, and it's too scratchy for my skin. And it's not big enough for me to wear something underneath it that's long sleeve, so yeah. But this will be cast on shortly. Yeah, that's really all of my future cast-ons because I'm kind of just waiting to find out the sex of the baby to cast on appropriate things. Which, I mean, there's so many beautiful patterns that could go for both a boy or a girl, but there's something about knitting, like a little boxy or a wispy cardigan or a Gramps cardigan that just makes my heart kind of melt, so we'll see. And yeah, that's all of the knitting content I have. The next little bit is shop update. So if you're not interested in StressKnits, my business, then I will see you next time. And yeah, have a good week or 2 weeks. And yeah, so if you are interested in StressKnits, let's talk about it. So we're gonna start off with a little bit of awkwardness. So my goal is to be able to stay at home full-time with the baby, but we can't really afford to just be a single income household. So, and I just really like working. I don't know, but I haven't really landed a job that I care about. That sounds really bad. I do care about my job, but it's not one of those jobs where I feel proud of, and I feel like waking up every day is great because I get to go to work. Like Doug has that, and I really just, I don't know. I like my company, don't really like my job kind of thing. I'm very thankful for it, don't get me wrong. It helped me pay for my wedding, it helped me get my first car, it's helped us pay bills, but I'm not happy. So, yeah, so until I do find a job in my field, essentially, I really want to take StressKnits full-time. But being able to take it full-time means I have to grow quite a bit, because I can only really dye 20 to 30 skeins at a time. And at a time, I mean like in an afternoon, evening, just because of the size of my kitchen, 1, and 2, the amount of yarn that I can buy with still being able to pay my bills with the profits. It's awkward, but that's just the reality of it. And so I kind of went on I don't want to say rampage, that sounds horrible. I just went on a little bit of an excursion through GoFundMe and really researched it, looked into it. I've been looking into it for a week actually, and I talked to Doug about it and I was like, I might just put it out there and see what happens. I don't expect anything. It's one of those things where this is something that I really want, and this is literally the only way it's gonna happen because we need to pay bills. I can't just put money into something that it's gonna eventually pay the bills, but I can't. You have to put in money to make money, if that makes sense. If any of you have ever done this or anything like it, you know how it's really hard to get started, and even though I've been doing it for a year, it's been on a very small scale. So in order for us to pay bills and me to do this full time so I can stay home with our baby, I need to grow, and I need to be able to buy a bigger supply of yarn at a time, because I want to open a wholesale account with my mill, but I can't do that because I have to buy X amount, but I never buy X amount because it's too much money for what I'm doing, and it's really hard. So I'm just gonna put it out there that I started a Kickstarter. I almost said on Kickstarter, obviously, Stacey, but yeah, it's called StressKnits Growth Spurt, and all the information is in it, in the description. It was really, again, it's just really weird and awkward to talk about this because, I don't know, it's always weird to talk about money and struggling, essentially. So, yeah, but what this would go towards is helping me build a wholesale account with my mill so that I can purchase more yarn at a time, so I can have a bigger stock, so I can actually have stuff in the shop, and just continually replenish it instead of having to do updates and then wait for those to sell so that I can buy more yarn, if I have enough money left over from paying bills and like all of that stuff. So it'll be that. It will be getting real labels and ball bands that I don't have to print off the computer. It will be, oh gosh, what else would I'm just blanking out because I just feel so awkward talking about this. Yeah, so ball bands, advertising, business cards about where you can find me, and all that kind of stuff, like buttons if I go to events, and being able to do events and trunk shows, and just really helping me get StressKnits out. Yeah, so if you're interested, I will leave a link in the down bar, and yeah, feel free to share it, feel free to donate, and if you can't, tell people if you want. Literally every cent will count. I'm hoping to get this to where I want it to be by the fall, which, you know, isn't really that far away, but I'm thinking September, October, before the holidays, before I get ginormous, so that I can have a stash of yarn to replenish while I am giving birth and stuff. So yeah, it's just, again, it's super awkward. If you're not interested, I totally get it, and if you think it's weird, I totally get it, because it is. And yeah, so with that, I'm having a shop update on Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's July 28th. And I will be having a lot, actually, because I bought yarn before I got pregnant and haven't been able to dye. So, everybody should have everything. Unless you live in another country. I think there was one from Denmark for the June Yarn of the Month Club. Everybody should have it. Thank you again for your patience. Really, really appreciate it. So that was a side note. Back to the shop update. Yes, so it is my 1-year anniversary. I can't believe I've been dying for a year. This is like a dream come true to do this. So, I am going to be having a 15% off coupon. It's simply going to say thank you. All it is thank you in all caps. And if that changes, I'll put it on Instagram and I'll put it in the down bar, but I don't think it's going to change. Because this isn't possible without you. So I just want you to know that I'm very thankful. The coupon is only going to be good until Monday, the following Monday. So it's just going to be Friday through Monday. And yeah, because Monday's usually when I do all of the packaging and stuff like that. That's usually when I send things out, is Monday. Because I package everything Saturday that's sold. And then Sunday, everything's closed. And so then Monday, I usually send everything out if it's a Friday update. So, yeah, so I'm going to show you what is going to be in the shop. There's still more. I'm currently finishing dyeing. I think there's almost 30 skeins. Like it's a big shop update for me. It's gonna rival my first shop update ever. I'm really excited about it. But I will have one. I might dye more. I'm gonna have a few of these in the shop, but I'm only gonna have one set in the shop. And that is the June Yarn of the Month Club. This is actually a homage to my first shop update. There is a colorway that a lot of people really liked, but I couldn't repeat it because it was just, I just threw a bunch of stuff in a pot and I liked what came out. So if you haven't received it, you should have messaged me if you haven't. Unless you're in another country, then it should be to you soon. But, so spoilers, but no, I don't know. This is a weird episode. I'm so sorry. I'm never podcasting when Doug's home again. So, okay, I'm gonna show it. 3, 2, 1. So, this is called Mermaid Lagoon, and the big skein is Mermaid Lagoon. The smaller skein is Paranoid Pufferfish. So this light isn't really doing it justice. I'm gonna take my label off. No, I'm not. Okay, so yeah, it's just insane, super colored, speckled goodness. I love it. There will be better pictures in the shop because we have a better lighting setup. I'm so excited. We got a light box and it's perfect. So yeah, so this will be in the shop. Mermaid Lagoon and Paranoid Pufferfish. I actually have a short skein of Paranoid Pufferfish on my Sparkle base, which is a Gold Selena base. So this will be discounted because it's only 90. It's either 85 or 90 grams. So this is great for heels, cuffs, toes, contrasting color. Yeah, so that will be in the shop. It'll be discounted. I'm gonna have some minis. I don't have the other two, but this is basically a mini skein kit. I actually got a few mini skein kits, but this one is a sampler of kind of my adventure into tonals. So we have just like a medium pink, a super pretty pastel pink, which is for sure gonna be a staple in my shop, and this is my favorite, this beautiful army green of my dreams. So these and then two more will be accompanying it, which I'm actually dyeing after this. So these will be in a shop as a set, and then I will have, let me grab things. They're all still wet, but that's okay. Because they're gonna turn out the same. So I will have some I Smell Snow. Again, lighting sucks, but the pictures will be better. It's a very light pink with some gray speckles and some mint greens in there. I love it. As part of my Gilmore Girls Yarn Club, this will be on my Smooth base, my Sparkle base, and my Squishy base. There's that. I will have Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered on Sparkle and Smooth. I will have a new colorway called Freckle. It is a it is a light pink and orange colorway. I can't put it over there, there's a lot of light. I love this. And then I will have some, actually I'll have a lot of Sweet Disposition on Squishy, Sparkle, and Smooth. I will have, a new colorway, which I'm so excited about. With my adventure into tonals, I finally found my perfect Mauvey pink. I'm so excited. Oh, it's actually very similar to the color of my headband. But this is called My Jam. I love it because it is my jam. It's beautiful. It has a lot of depth to it. It's just perfect. It's practically perfect in every way. I'm totally gonna make a sweater out of this one day. I'm obsessed. So there's that, and then I will have mini skein kits of, where are you? All of these. So this is my mini skein kit. It has Stay Sexy, Don't Get Murdered, Gravel, which is my just super basic gray speckled skein. I think it's beautiful. I'm gonna knit a sweater out of this. Actually, I probably knit a baby sweater out of this too. Then I Smell Snow, Solstice, and Sweet Disposition. So it's really all of my popular colorways and kind of like a sampler mini skein kit. I think that they go really well together. So if you want to do like Frankensocks, they are 20-gram mini skeins. Yeah, so that's it. I'm dyeing more tonals, and Gravel and Solstice will also be on probably Sparkle and Smooth and Squishy, but not for sure. I also might have Rattle in the shop, but that's about it. So with that, I just want to thank you for watching, and yeah, so have a wonderful weekend, week, life. I really hope you had a good time, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.